Parishioners and friends, good day to all of you. Today we are going to have a beautiful recipe, and in North America we have macaroni cheese, mac and cheese. Well, we have an authentic version, Italian, that is pasta with Gorgonzola cheese. Gorgonzola cheese is the one right here, and we're gonna use macaroni, mac and cheese. Usually in Italy we use it, gnocchi is more appropriate for Gorgonzola cheese, but we use macaroni today because we are in North America. Gorgonzola. Ooh, what's Gorgonzola? What does it remind you, Gorgonzola? Cheese. Gorgonzola cheese. Some people call it blue cheese because it has the blue, edible and good mold. Gorgonzola is a small town south of Milan, and this is the real macaroni, by the way. It's not those half a moon. My personal spin on it, I always use an onion with cheese, especially Gorgonzola cheese. So we're gonna saute the onion first, and then we add the cheese, whipping cream. This is I think it's half a liter. We may not use it all, but maybe 3/4 of it, most likely. And of course a touch of olive oil and butter to saute the onion, salt and pepper, a hint of nutmeg, and at the end some Parmesan cheese that I already grated. That's for the end. Gorgonzola is we know it as a cheese, but comes from a town south of Milan, which became popular around Italy and around the world only after the 1900s. And that's when the Gorgonzola became famous. But to me personal, Gorgonzola, when I hear Gorgonzola, something else comes to my mind. When I grew up in Varese, which is a city northern of Milan, we had a priest, a parish priest for the youth. So I grew up in the youth group with a parish priest, and his name was Don Luigi Balconi. And bless his soul, he was from Gorgonzola, born and raised in Gorgonzola, and he came to my city as a young priest, 37 years old. He was in the sacristy and he had a heart attack and he passed away right away. And I was in grade 6, so I was young. But when you're that young and you go to church and you see you're attached to the priest, it was a really big shock to me. But anyway, let's leave the tears away and let's go back to our recipe. Voila. So as you remember, when we put butter, also a drizzle of olive oil so the butter doesn't burn. So we can put the onions to saute a little bit now, and then we put the cheese. This is 350 grams of Gorgonzola cheese. It's delicious. There is only a little bit problem with it, is that it's a little bit pricey. So when you want to celebrate, and then you get it with a nice champagne, but it's a bit pricey, yes, but it's delicious. Once in a while, it's worth it. As soon as the onions start to get a bit soft, then we can start to add the cheese, and we turn it a bit down. Okay, so we can add the cheese now and turn down a little bit, slow, so the cheese is not gonna burn. And to help the cheese to melt, to initiate it, we can add already a little bit of cream. All right. Pour salt for the boiling water. That's always when you do the pasta, of course, you know that. And voila. One stir so they don't stick together. It is amazing, as I was saying before, you know, the mystery of God. A piece of cheese reminds you of something that touched your heart, like this priest of mine, Don Luigi, that he passed away, had attack in the sacristy. I don't remember, it was before or after Mass. I was in grade 6. And I believe, of course, that he was, you know, the first priest that, you know, threw some of the seeds of the priesthood in my heart already. So that's why I can get emotional with that. With the Parmesan cheese, then we'll get a bit more smooth. Now it's a bit, it seems liquidy, but it's not. Once we stop and we add the pasta, the gluten of the pasta will make it more creamy. So we can add now a pinch of salt, and not too much because the Gorgonzola cheese is already kind of salty in itself. A pinch of pepper to give a little bit of life, and a really pinch of nutmeg that always goes well with any white sauces. That's good enough. Smell already good. Oh my goodness. Now it's a minimum, we don't want to burn anything. Yes, I use the same spoon for sauce and turn the pasta, so the sauce goes in the water and it helps to not to have the pasta get stuck together. 12 minutes has gone by for the pasta, so we turn it off and we throw it in the sauce. That's good. And voila! Look at this beauty. Oh my goodness. Now we add the Parmesan cheese. We're gonna save maybe one for the plate when you serve. And voila. If it gets too thick, you can add a touch of water, the boiling water, but I think this is not our case. Sometimes get too thick. If it's too liquidy, you can add more cheese. So we stir a little bit in order to get some oxygen inside the sauce as well, and make it nice and blended with our pasta. Look at this. Look how nice and creamy it is, the sauce. Now, when you look at something like that, what can you do? Question. And this is an existential question of the moment as I look at this macaroni with Gorgonzola cheese. And what is the existential question that I cannot think anything else but, does it taste good or it won't taste good? The only way to find out is to taste it. Oh, look at this beauty. I always use bread with pasta, and that's me. Look at this sauce, it's amazing. Oh my goodness, mamma mia! Apotheosis, that's fantastic. You have to try it because you won't believe me, right? You don't believe me, you do not believe me. You have to go home. No, you're home already. You have to go out, buy the Parmesan cheese and Gorgonzola cheese and some pasta and try it. It's just fantastic. A little bit of cream, of course. Delicious. I'm actually hungry too. So, my dear friends and parishioners, have a wonderful week. God bless you and see you in a couple of weeks.